I want to leave this in as bloopers. So, I'm literally going to start it like this. Fuck it. Right, so, just before we started, one of you said...
Please make sure we're recording.
And I went along the lines of, I ain't going to make that mistake again. Problem is, the recording device I'm using has got little red lights on it. Mm-hmm. None of those red lights are about the actual recording. They're red lights for which microphone's plugged in. So, welcome to episode 14.
Yes, it's episode 14.
We're going to repeat all this shit again. So we've got Sean with us today. Sean, as I was just saying, is the genius that came up with the idea for us to do the London Marathon. Sean, would you like to repeat what you said the first time round?
Yeah, so basically, I had this idea of doing the London Marathon. I think both of you at the time had just started your podcast. So I knew that both of you were on a high. You were getting lots of followers. Everything was sort of like really positive, really good. And I thought, this is the moment to capture both of you.
Worked?
100%. Both said yes. And yeah. I think, if I asked you now, I don't think you would do it.
Probably not. There was a little bit of intrepidation, though, I'll be honest. Like, when you asked, we remembered from doing the half marathon, the idea of crossing that line.
Well, we said when we did the half marathon, could you imagine those idiots that do a full marathon and just turn around and run another
like the idea
21 kilometres?
Right, the idea of crossing that line. I remember thinking it. Yeah. Cross that line, everyone was there waving and clapping, it was mint. I remember thinking, how the fuck do people... do that again.
Yeah.
We swore we'd never do a marathon.
No.
And then a month later.
Yeah.
I was going to say in April, you're going to find out because you're going to have to do it twice.
Yeah.
It's going to be all right.
But it's in London.
It's in London.
And I'll tell you what, mate, out of the three of us, you certainly are championing.
I don't know about
so
that.
Lads, mate, you are. Sorry, you are.
Motivator.
You've raised more money than we have already, haven't you?
How much are you up to so far?
I've no idea.
£45.
£45? Oh, okay.
You got more than that in your first donation, didn't you? Wasn't it £100?
Yeah, I think so. But I think that was my mum. I think she just felt sorry for me.
Mate, it still counts.
Oh, that's really good.
Still counts.
No, we're very grateful for the £45 that we have got.
Yes, thank you very much for the £45. We haven't been.
We haven't pushed it.
Really been pushing. We need to. But so Sean, again, can you tell us?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about your family and your children?
No worries. So my name's Sean. I've got twin girls, Lily and Isla, who are now 6 years old. They were both diagnosed as having autism in September just gone. Been a crazy journey from the minute we first sort of found out. Me personally, I didn't actually think there was anything wrong with my kids. Like when we first sort of took them into nursery, we had no one to compare them to. So I generally had nothing to go by. Literally they could do ABCs, they could count to 10. They could, solve fairly easy puzzles that you expect kids to solve. So I thought they were just maybe late speakers, and there's nothing else really more to it than that.
Yeah.
When they got into nursery, so I think it's good to remember at the time COVID happened. So when Hannah finished maternity leave, which would have been in the February, we couldn't actually afford to send them to preschool because they wanted £2,000 per kid.
Wow.
Yeah. So where we had two of them, that just wasn't going to happen.
That's insane.
So you'd have to find £4,000 a month.
A month, yeah.
To put your kids.
Was that a result of COVID? Was that because what was going on?
No, that's just the going rate of where we were
Jesus
living.
Christ.
Yeah. But the lady on the phone, she said, "Oh, don't worry, it includes snacks." And I'm
we can make it work if it includes snacks.
Should have said that first. I'm going to give you a price now, but I need you to know it includes snacks. Okay, well, £2,000 per child.
I'm just going to have another child because I can afford it now. Yeah. What the hell?
So we literally had that was non-starter. That was never going to happen.
No.
So luckily, when Hannah went back to work in the February, she was working from home then. I don't know how she did it, but she was working from home and looking after the twins at the same time. In some ways, you got no choice. You have to just get on and do it.
Yeah, but still.
And fair play to her, being able to do that. I think that was amazing.
Yeah.
My sister actually bought her a Wonder Woman dressing gown because it's just incredible that she was able to do that and keep working as well. I think at the time I was working for Royal Mail at the time, so I did that deliberately because I wanted to get home early. So I knew someone that worked for Royal Mail, and they said, you can get home maybe 12, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And for us, that was perfect because it meant that I could help with the kids when I got in.
Yeah.
She could go for a sleep.
So you'd have an early start, I'm guessing.
Early start, it was 5, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I would get back for 12 or 1. Those days are long gone now.
Yeah.
So I think the longer I was there, they were just pushing the time back later and later. And I think eventually it just wasn't sort of working for us anymore,
Yeah.
I guess. So I decided to do something else. But yeah, in the early stages, when the girls' needs were probably highest, it was like really, really like massive touch that we was able to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I think I said to you guys previously, like at first they were like non-verbal, couldn't get that many words out of them.
Yeah.
Now I would say they're probably non-conversational. So I'll give you an example. So Lily, for example, now is in stage 4 of gestal. She's like a gestal word processor. Stage 4 is basically like where she can begin to have like a conversation back and forth with you. She can like explain herself a little bit more. Like she wants to do something because she can string maybe like 5-6 words together. So for me, it's like amazing that I can actually have a conversation with her now. Because once upon a time when she wasn't speaking, like for me, the only thing I wanted to do was just be able to speak to my kids. Like as basic and simple as that sounds. Isla, she's at stage 2 to 3 at the moment. So with Isla, I think it's more like she can say like 2 or 3 words together. So like, for example, today, because like we're on holiday in Greenacre, she said, "Daddy, I want beach," or "Daddy, let's go beach," or something like that. So it's not, I can't have the conversation back and forth. She can't understand the context of most of the things that we're saying, but she can tell me that she wants to do this. I want blueberries. I want to go park or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's kind of at that stage where it's
That's
like,
cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool, because a lot of the issues that the kids have, like the two-way would be great.
Yeah.
But a lot of the frustration is because they can't articulate to you what their needs are.
100%.
So the fact that she could do that bit,
Yeah.
but that's cool.
Compared to where it was before.
Yeah,
like a couple of years ago. Yeah. So yeah, they're getting there. Bless them. Like they're
Yeah.
doing really well. When we got their EHCP, which was so now they're going into year 2. We got their EHCP at the beginning of year 1. Year 1 for them has been like an absolute game changer. Like before that, we had a little bit of difficulties with the school. Like imagine everyone with autism in schools have some teething problems. I think we had that as well.
Yeah.
But when we got into year 1, we had this teacher, Miss Brandon, who was just incredible. Like she wanted to know what all the girls' special interests were.
Nice.
So for example, like Isla likes space, Lily likes anatomy. Like my kids like some really random things, right? But for them, the teachers just like tap into what those special interests are.
Yeah.
Like Lily, for example, she can count from, say, like she just doubles numbers. So like one day she was like 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. She got up to like 16,000 or something, and I was just like, oh my god, like how can she do that? So then to test, right, that she didn't watch it on like the TV or something like that, and she's memorized it, I started with 3. We did like 3, 6, 12, 24, and she went up to like another crazy number. So like I don't know how she does it, but she's very, very clever and very bright when it comes to numbers.
Wow.
So like, even though the girls have autism, they do have these like really special sort of, I don't know if you call it like abilities or interests in different things. And I think especially with the planets, like when Lily and Isla was in year 1, the teacher would get loads of these activities for them to do, but they would like colour the planets in, they would like label them, because Lily and Isla have both been hyperlectic since like a really early age. Like they could read on sight, which was mad. So there was all these things they couldn't do. Like this is the thing. So when we was getting them like their 2-year check and all these other checks they had to do, because Lily and Isla weren't doing some of the things that they were checking for, they would say, oh, they failed a test, or that that's not within the test.
Yeah.
When I would tell them like,
but
she can read on sight, they're like, no, she can't. I was like, trust me, she can.
Yeah.
People just won't believe us until they see it.
That's nuts.
So yeah, now both of them, I think like for us, I don't think it's an accident why they can read on sight. Like we've always had like, I don't know if you do this, we have like subtitles on the TV.
Yeah.
So we've always done that. We've always read to them every night, always pointed to the words.
Yeah.
So from like a really early age, we've both made like a really conscious effort to like encourage reading and getting them to read.
I've never thought about that. That's a really good thing. Subtitles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And think, but it's standard. Like Thomas has learned to read from YouTube,
Yeah.
and it's always not captions from the app. It's captions that the video put up anyway, because they tend to do that, don't they? That's 100% how he's learning to read and spell is from YouTube.
Yeah, because I've not told her, how to spell dog or cat.
No.
She just points dog, cat.
Yeah.
And she points to the words and says what it is.
Do me a favour, mate. Pull that mic away from your chest a little bit. I'm worried it's rubbing on your jacket. I just don't want to.
Oh, good.
Go on.
Yeah,
That's
perfect.
Yeah, so they've always been able to like read on sight and maths and reading, phonics recently at the beginning of year 2. So the problem with Lily and Isla was like their willing to participate. They get bored really quickly.
Yeah.
Like, you know, year 2, I think you have to sit at the desk a lot more, which is not suited to Lily and Isla whatsoever. Like, they want to be outside playing. And to me, kind of makes sense. Like, if you've got like basketball outside and you've got all these really fun things, bikes, that kind of thing, of course you're going to want to run bikes.
So are they in a mainstream school then?
Yeah, so yeah, they're in a mainstream school.
What's their EHCP then? 1-to-1 or like what's in the EHCP?
So like, I think they've got speech and language in the EHCP.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were happy with the EHCP when you got it, as far as what you thought they needed?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
when we
cool.
initially put the application in for the EHCP, we was happy with what they needed. They both needed speech and language, which they got.
Yeah.
Funny enough, we've just had the EHCP review recently.
That comes around quick, doesn't it?
It does come around quite quick.
Yeah.
And we've actually asked for an amendment for Isla's.
Okay.
Because when Isla's been in school, she's like cut her hair twice when she's been in the classroom. So we kind of think, you know, she potentially, if she's not watched constantly, you know, she could be like a hazard to other kids, to herself. You know, so we asked them if they can have the 1-to-1. And yeah, I think it was just on Friday before we left, they said to us that had been rejected because apparently if we had asked for a 1-to-1, this is what I didn't realise, right? So Hannah spoke to the Senko of the school, and they agreed between them that they would ask just for someone to support on like
this is mental.
Yeah.
This is nuts.
They asked for someone to support at lunchtimes, just to have like an extra pair of hands in the playground, that kind of thing. So we was like, okay, we thought we'd trust the Senko of the school. Not that I like disagree with her, because she's a lovely lady, right? But I just thought, you know, she would know, you know, what to do to get it accepted. When Hannah called them on Friday, they turned around and said, oh no, sorry, that's not been accepted. It's actually been rejected. But if you had called us and asked for a 1-to-1, we would have been able to accept it and give that to you. So it almost seems like the more you ask for, the easier it is to get that. But because we both don't want to take the piss and we only want to get, you know, like what is needed, they went in with like a, you know, like a lesser request, and then they didn't get it.
So what did you ask for? What did you ask for?
So initially,
I'm just trying to figure out. Go on.
So me and Hannah initially wanted her to have a 1-to-1.
Okay.
But when we went to the Senko and we said that, the Senko turned around to us and said, because they don't do 1-to-1s in mainstream schools, it's unlikely that we would get it.
Right.
So how about we put in this request for like someone to watch at playground like times and lunchtimes and stuff, which I think came to like £3,000.
Okay.
And because it was a lower amount they was asking for, they thought it was like more likely that they would get it.
Yeah.
When Hannah had the phone call, they said, you know, that's part of the local, I don't know if you have this here, but we have like a locality thing now.
Okay.
Where we live, where it's basically like they take a group of schools in the local area, and then they give that group of schools like an amount of funding, and then it's like Hunger Games, right, for Senkos, where they have to like fight for the funding of like which kids need it most. Whereas before you would just go to the local authority and they would just give it to you if you need, you know, if you needed it, you know. So yeah, it's changed quite a bit. So I think that £3,000 that we was asking for, it fell in like a locality sort of arrangement.
It would have taken too much of the pool of money.
Yeah.
For that local.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then they turned around and said no. So we've spoken to the Senko, who, bless her, she's actually on holiday at the minute. So when she gets back, she is going to ask for the 1-to-1. Yeah. And we're going to see how we get on with that. But yeah, initially, it's been turned down. So it's just,
it's these things, isn't it? You just, there's no. We said this before. There's no guidebook, is there? You try and take advice and go down that route, but I think as you go further on this journey, you become more wise and more savvy to how this operation works, and you know what to ask and what buttons to push.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, we're learning loads and loads, like just from what other people have done around the country and what's worked for them, what hasn't. That I hadn't heard that before. When you messaged that the other day, like, what?
The locality thing as well.
That's so you understand the local authority, like a county.
Yeah,
the local authority having a pool of money, but not then that pool of money gets split out even more.
So would the 1-to-1 money come from the same pool then, or was that from the LA?
So the 1-to-1 money would come from the local authority. Yeah, because I think it's 24,000 for the year.
I don't understand why there's a different pool of money for the LA, but then also another.
Just sounds like it's
more pools of money,
more bureaucracy
from areas within the LA. Like,
I don't know if it
doesn't make any sense. Then again, a lot of it doesn't make sense.
But so we'll reapply and hopefully get accepted.
mate,
because
she needs it.
She needs it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If she's like playing with scissors,
She's
she's cutting
her
her
own
hair.
hair.
Yeah, thankfully
Yeah.
she's cut her own hair, not other people's
Yeah,
hair. You know? So yeah, she definitely needs it. And it's just more a case, like a couple of times she's got lost. So, you know, like when they have their playtime and they
Yeah.
have lunchtime, they'll like, where's Isla? Where's Isla? And it's like,
And where was she?
so they found her like near the car park
Oh,
of the
wow.
school.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a few issues that we've had. And Isla, like if you ever met her, she does like watch you constantly. The second you don't look at her, she's away, you know. So she knows exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just we just want to keep her safe, and we wanted the one-to-one, you know, specifically to make sure that there's always someone with her to keep her safe. Because God forbid anything happened to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really a conversation we want to be having with anyone.
No, you said at the towards the start of the conversation that you thought the twins were just maybe kind of late bloomers.
Yeah.
And that side of things there. So who was it? Hannah that spotted that there could be, or was it like an educational establishment that said, "Hey guys, you might want to look at this"?
So basically, when they got to nursery, it was the teacher in the nursery that said, "We think there's something going on with Lily and Isla." It's like the typical, like when they would like clap behind their head to see if they're deaf. The girls wouldn't respond. Funny enough, Isla has got moderate hearing loss in one of her ears. So that's something that she has to now have an operation for. So she's got to have grommets fitted.
Grommets, yeah.
Yeah, so that's something that we're going to be doing, hopefully before they go back in September.
Yeah.
But initially, like when they was in nursery, they had this like tunnel vision. It's really weird where they had this like hyper focus on what they're doing. So then if you try and speak to them, whether it's me, Hannah, someone in nursery, like they literally just wouldn't disengage from what they're doing. They would just carry on with whatever that is.
Thomas does that. Yeah. Super. Like you think you're being ignored, and he's like, "I can hear you."
Yeah.
Just like fixating on whatever that activity they're doing, whether it's like in my case watching Hey Dougie or studying something really close to the eye or something like that. Yeah.
So I think that was the thing that initially sort of the teachers picked up on. And then as they've got older, I think their needs have become more apparent that they need, extra help.
Yeah, it comes more obvious, doesn't it? Were you quite receptive when they suggested it, or were you?
So me, no, no. If I'm being honest,
Dad,
yeah. Because I think it goes back to, like when you try so hard to sort of give your kids everything that you think they need, and you go on YouTube and you literally do everything possible to make sure you're doing everything right, and you're giving them all the things they need. And then when someone says there's something wrong with your kid, it's like you take it to heart a little bit. I took it very personally, and I made it about me. And when you mentioned that on a previous episode, I was like, that's me. That's literally what I do. I don't do it now, so I'm much more aware of their needs, and obviously I want them to get the help they need. But it took me a long time, I think, in the beginning to sort of accept that the girls potentially could have autism. A friend of mine that I run with, he actually said to me not long ago, he was like, "Today's the first day that you've actually said the word autism with your girls." Yeah. So I don't think it was something that I would talk about much.
No.
Yeah.
To be fair, a lot of it was not having people to talk to. So like when I saw your podcast, it was like, for me, that was like a massive weight off my shoulders, because I felt like I had that place I could go now where it was like people had the same journey that I had.
Yeah.
Like sometimes your friends, they mean well when they say, "Oh mate, it'll be all right," or they try and be positive and encourage you, but they don't have the same experiences that we have.
No, they can't
They
understand.
don't know what the struggles are. No. And whilst they, obviously are sympathetic towards what you're going through, I think when you have people that are literally living what you're living, I think they, really get it.
Yeah, Chris, when we had Chris on, he talked about going to social events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That really struck a chord with people in the community.
Yeah.
Like massively, because it's things like that. Friends will invite you to something.
Yeah.
And you're like, I want to come, but I know it's going to be an absolute fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Or it's not even that. It's not even if it does end up bad. It's the potential of it ending up bad that makes you kind of scared to risk.
You're on edge, aren't you?
Yeah,
all the time.
You're going like, oh, we're going to go there. You're packing the car. You get there, and you're just like, where you should be like, absolutely buzzing. I'm going to be having a bit of fun, catching up with people. The kids are going to have a great time. You're just like, I just hope it doesn't blow up.
Chris hit the nail on the head when he said he had like an 8-minute conversation with someone the whole time he was there. And it's like it's like that. You just
we had I don't know if you saw this. A mum messaged today or yesterday when she saw Chris's clip, and she said, "Yeah, I can absolutely relate to that. We got invited to a friend's Christmas dinner." And she said, "I missed the entire Christmas dinner because I was trying to keep an eye on my child the entire day." So you're like, it should be an enjoyable day, but you're constantly
Yeah.
That's what it's like for us as well. You know, it's like
you got twins.
I've got twins, so I've got it twice. You know, so it's like you literally just can't take your eyes off them.
Yeah.
And it's you know, I always say like, Isla, don't touch this, Lily, don't touch that, and it's like they don't take any of that in.
Going back to like pre-accepting it and accepting that your girls have got autism.
Yeah.
When you finally accepted it, was it a kind of a weight lifted off your shoulders, or did it add weight to your shoulders? What was it?
I think for me, the moment we got a speech therapist involved, for me, like having her as a support for us to sort of explain what was going on, that helped me massively. That was probably the moment for me where I sort of accepted it and was like, okay, I can see what's going on here.
We're taking steps forward now.
But it was more that she was like laying out that roadmap for us, which really helped, where she was saying, you know, this is where they are, you know, these are the activities we're going to do, this is where they're going to be, you know, hopefully in like 3 to 6 months' time. And because we always sort of came back to that roadmap when they would make progress, you don't really realise how much progress they've made.
Oh, yeah, it's nuts.
You know, and then it's like when she points it out to you that, oh, you know, 3 months ago they couldn't even do this. Yeah. We're just like, oh my God, yeah, like, that's so right. So I think the speech therapist for us was like the biggest, you know, the game changer for us. It was just like, just sort of explaining to us like how our kids learn is different to other kids. Yeah. Like for me, because I got like no like previous experience of autism at all. Like I didn't have a clue, to be fair, like when I first sort of walked into it. And it was just silly things like in my house, like in my living room, if you saw it, it's pretty much like a preschool. Like there's so many toys, there's so many activities for them to do. Like, and when she came in, she says like, this is like so impressive what you guys have done here. Yeah. She says, but in a way, it's kind of not helping. So she was sort of saying to us that we need to put some of the toys maybe in boxes. Yeah. Those lockable boxes.
Yeah, we had that.
Tupperware.
Yeah.
So they have to communicate.
So they have to communicate, yeah. Because literally everything in our house is literally there for them to just take it and just crack on. And
that was easily the biggest learning curve that we had was you're making everything really wonderful and amazing, and you're also making it easy, and you're giving them...
that was the best moment for me.
Which brought the box over?
When they said put stuff in Tupperware.
Yeah.
Because we were like, oh yeah, have what you want, you know, keep her happy. But because I was thinking, oh, you know, is she ever going to pick something up in this communication? Literally, the first time we put stuff in Tupperware, she was like, oh fucking hell, I've got to work now.
I know, yeah.
I've got to
what
work.
Have you put in a fucking box for, Dad?
Who the hell puts crisps in a Tupperware box? I've seen you pull them in. So we're like, right, bring it to us. So yeah, it's literally, I think the house turned into like one of those 1980s Tupperware parties. They were just like toys in Tupperware.
I love the tidiness of all the Tupperware containers.
I think if somebody broke in, they'd just be like, I'm getting out of this house. They're freaks.
I'm the same though. Like I didn't know anything about autism. We've said it before. I think my first experience of autism was Rain Man. Yeah. My second experience of autism was when I was in the army, and one of my staff sergeants, we used to go pick up dogs, rescue dogs from around the UK just to see if they were any good to kind of work in the forces. And we just started having a conversation, and he'd had like a rough night. And I was like a private or a lance corporal at the time. He was a staff sergeant, so he was a fair bit above me. And he'd had a rough night, and I said, what happened? And he said, and he started explaining, but without saying autism, because I think even then, this is probably early 2000s, maybe 2003, 2004, and he's trying to explain it to me without saying the word autism, because he thought, I'm not going to say autism because it's pointless, you won't know what it is. Yeah. And he said, basically, with my kids, he goes, we've been having what I now know are meltdowns, because he had a boy and a girl, and both autistic, and he goes, we were having meltdowns with them, and it was when we were saying we're going to the shops, and every time we said we're going to the shops, we just have this huge meltdown. And he goes, it's taken until this weekend, this was on a Monday or a Tuesday, it's taken me until this weekend to realise all I had to do was say, and then we're coming home. Yeah. No matter how many times they took him to the shops, they took it so literally, they were having a meltdown because they thought we're going to the shops and we're never coming back. Yeah. And he went, I've been having this for months, and all I had to do was say, go to the shops, and then we're going to come home. And he goes, I did that just off the cuff. He goes, yeah, we're going to the shops, and then we'll come home. And he goes, I didn't have a meltdown. And I've realised that that's all I've needed to say all this time. And that's kind of, that was my most recent experience of autism until having Thomas. And it's just amazing, and the zeitgeist, it just hasn't been out there. Recently, I don't think it's just our experience. Yeah. But like, I think you said it last week, neurodiversity seems to be...
It's the term neurodiversity or neurodivergent, it's much more. Yeah. out there. Do you remember, like, maybe 10 years ago, the big push was talk about mental health.
Yeah.
It was like, before then it was like stiff upper lip, no one's talking about it. So the mental health came out, it was just everywhere then, people were talking about it. It's almost like neurodivergence or, that side of things is now coming out more into the mainstream media. I mean, at work, I work within HR, every employee now goes through neurodiversity training.
Yeah.
So they're aware of how to interact with different people, this sort of thing here, different traits. And I'm sure we're not the only company, because the platform we do it on is a national platform where the training comes from. So I imagine there's businesses all over the place now having their employees trained in neurodiversity, which can only be a good thing.
Yeah, and that's because obviously it's always been thought to be that it was all people at the extreme end, which typically didn't have jobs.
Yeah.
And obviously RFK said we need more taxpayers. So
RFK,
it's important.
He's whipped them all into shape, and now they're working for corporate businesses.
Get out there and work. But no, I think it's a good thing, and you get into the workplace. Obviously, we'll touch upon who are fundraising for the marathon. There's a bit of crossover there, but But going back to the girls then, socially, what are they like together?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
I would say Lily is maybe the one that leads the pair of them. They have this thing at the minute where they like, is it My Little Pony?
Yeah.
And what they do is like they act out the songs. Lily has like a role of Rainbow Dash. Isla has a role of Twilight Sparkle, right? And they literally just act out these songs and they sing it word for word, and like it's like really, really like lovely and beautiful to watch. But yeah, I think they, like sometimes people say with twins that you should like separate them at school.
Yeah.
I think Lily and Isla would be under a lot more distress if they were separated.
Yeah.
Because I think like they need each other, like when
so like a support network for one
yeah,
another.
Yeah, I think so. I think definitely a support network for each other. But also like when they regulate, I've noticed. So if Isla's not doing a good job regulating, Lily will come over to Isla and help her regulate, which is really nice.
Keep hearing this over and over again, don't we?
Yeah.
Siblings and
That's so good.
Yeah, I mean, when we saw it for the first time, it's beautiful to watch. Like her take on this role, that's why I think she's more like a big sister to her, even though that they're twins.
Yeah.
Because maybe she's a little bit further on socially.
She a bigger character as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So it's lovely. It's lovely that they both have that together. But they're just how you can imagine two sisters to be.
Yeah,
they're brilliant and at the same point drive you mad. Like it's yeah.
What's kind of like day to day like for you guys as a family then? Like, is it pretty standard or is it all random or? Yeah,
so day to day I would say probably now is like a lot more settled than what it used to be. So when they were both a lot younger, they'd have trouble like regulating, and a lot of things would like set them off, and we would find it hard as their parents to help them regulate as well. But as we've sort of learned and gone on this journey with them, it's like we've sort of learned a lot more ourselves, how to help them regulate and stuff like that. One of the things we say to the girls is always to have a deep breath. Like if they're flapping their arms or they're stimming, we try and like, take them to one like side and just say like, girls, look, take a deep breath, calm down. And Lily now does that with Isla. When Isla's upset, she's like, Isla, it's going to be okay. Deep breath. And when you're watching it, it's beautiful because it's like, it's what you want as a parent, for your kids to have that sort of like relationship.
And they'll have that throughout their whole lives now.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. So, they are really, really fun together. They're just, carnage, mate, to be fair. Yeah,
you're clearly like very proud dad. Like
massively
your
proud.
Socials, mate, you are like, you're a super proud dad.
Do you know what it is? It's like,
I mean, we all are, but you just, don't know. It's a dad girl thing as well. You've got that. I don't have it but there's just something about that dad daughter.
Everyone always says to me like, would you want a son? And I've never like said I would want to keep going and have a son. Like I was one of 5 girls. So I've got 5 sisters, no brothers. Yeah, I'm like an anomaly in my family. Literally like when I had the 3 girls, it was like, "Do you gonna keep going?" It's like, no, I actually love having 3 daughters because I think daughters are a lot more loyal. They're very like daddy's girls. Yeah. So I love it, mate. I get so many cuddles, which is lovely, and I've got 3 of them, all at once. That's really, really nice.
That's cool.
Did
anything come up when you asked this, and it's a real pertinent question about having more kids? I know you said you wanted 5. Did you guys pump the brakes?
No. So she said to me, unless we go, is it Greece, where you can like select the gender?
Yeah.
She's like, we're not having any more kids. Yeah.
Is that a result of the autism of the girls, or is that just...
A little bit, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had that conversation a couple of years ago where we said, like, you know, obviously Lily and Isla have autism. They got additional needs. Nova's neurotypical.
Yeah.
Hasn't got those needs. But if we were to have another kid, you know, there's probably a high chance they could have autism again. And it's like, you sort of weigh it up, you know, like, do you want to like sacrifice quality time spent with Lily and Isla and helping them and then raising another kid as well? Or is it best just to say, look, we've got 3 kids. Like, we're very blessed, very lucky. Yeah. Let's just do our best with the 3 girls we have.
That's kind of, that I mean, we had it a lot. And I think for Mish, it was her first child. So I think part of her, especially early on, was... I hope you don't mind me saying this, babe. And if I'm wrong, fucking get in the comments. Or I'll just edit it out. Let me know. I'll let you watch it first, then you can tell me to edit it out. I think early on, there's part of both of us is like, do you want to try again to see if we can have a typical kid? Yeah. Like, I want a normal one. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? If I'm totally honest, that is probably part of the reason we were umming and ahhing at the beginning. Yeah. But then the more you kind of fall in love with what you've got, which is a fucking awesome kid, you then go, okay, so it then turned into, well, not what if we have an autistic kid, but by having another kid, are we taking away the support Thomas might need? But then you also have that fear of us as parents of when we're no longer here, who's going to look after them and be there for them? Is it going to be a typical child that would hopefully be that for them, or is it now 2 neurodivergent children that you're now worried about leaving alone? It's like so many different thoughts that come into your head. Yeah, that's hard. And we're very lucky. I've got a 17-year-old who, like I've said before, like with Thomas, because the age gap is so big and they haven't grown up together. He's like, I don't know what to. You can tell he's like, I don't know what to do with him. Like, I don't. He goes, hey Thomas, fucking ignore me, all right, and he just carries on. He's 17. But then Lexi, Mish's little sister, she's like she'll be walking back from work because she works at the pub quite locally. She'll walk back and she'll pop in the house. She did the other day. She came around. She went, "Is Thomas upstairs?" And we're like, "Yeah." She went, "Cool. Can I go see him?" And we're like, "You absolutely can," because she's just got that. That's brilliant. That's her nature. She just so Aiden, love you to death. He'll come around when he's older. But he's 7. Like when I was a 17-year-old kid, all I wanted to do was sit in front of a computer screen and play games. Like, that is literally what I wanted to do. And it's the same. He's a boy. So yeah, it's just that question comes up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it comes up.
Do you have another? And
I don't think there's like a right answer, though, is there?
There isn't. There's no right or wrong.
I think it's just
what's
like,
right for you.
What's right for you?
Yeah, every family's different. Every situation's different.
Yeah.
And you got things like, are you getting older? And is it wise to have another one? Yeah. Only you can decide on that answer. Yeah. No one else.
That's it.
I think when you do have another one, though, it's just like having kids with autism. You just figure it out. You get on with it, So I don't think it would even change anything.
You muddle through, don't you?
Yeah. You just sort of take it as it comes.
And it is like, at first you have the struggles, but then like now, like it's just fucking awesome. Like the wins are like,
I forgot what life was like before.
Yeah, Mish very often spends half hour with a typical kid, and she's like, "Fucking hell, I'm so glad we didn't have a typical kid." Yeah, because it's like, Mish, can I do this? Can I watch me go down this slide? Or watch me do that? And she's like, Jesus Christ, like give me a break.
The questions, why? Why?
Watch me, look at me. I'm gonna jump up and down on the bed.
Play that song again.
Do you know what I always say? I always say it's like the best free job in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
You don't get paid for it.
That's cool.
It's
I
like
that.
the best.
Yeah.
No, you certainly don't get paid for it.
Definitely don't get paid for it.
But I think it's the most rewarding one as well, and it's like
without a doubt the most rewarding.
Yeah,
100%.
And I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but like when your kids hit those milestones, you feel like you got to fight for them. Some of them. Yeah. So when you do hit them, it's such a great feeling.
And they mean those little wins. Yeah. Well, they seem like little wins to any typical parent. They'd be like, "What is it? Are you really excited about that?" And you're like, "Fuck yeah, I'm excited about that." Yeah. It's a big win to us.
Yeah, it's huge.
Because there's some things. These are things that you don't think they might ever do.
Yeah.
So when they do it, it's huge.
I'll give you an example on that today, right? So I said Lily was obviously speaking a lot more. Yeah. So when we went to the pub earlier, have a little pub lunch, we got the dessert. I picked like a dessert. It was like a chocolate fondant with ice cream.
Nice.
Right? She sort of pointed at the menu to say that's what she wanted. When it came out, we were obviously like tucking into it. Lily looks at it and she's like, no, I don't want that. She goes and gets the menu, right? She goes, Daddy, I want, and she read out tiramisu, please. You know, you're just like, okay. So I bought it for her.
Of course you did.
I was so impressed with the words.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
She
yeah,
said tiramisu.
just the fact that like I just felt like she was completely engaged in what was going on. She went away, got the menu just to double check what she wanted.
I love it.
And then she told me what she wanted, and I was like, do you know what? You can have that tiramisu.
You could have a tiramisu.
Did she like it?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
Because tiramisu is like an acquired taste.
It is. Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah. She loved it. Yeah.
And she said tiramisu.
She said tiramisu.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Is that tiramisu? I'm just trying to think of the spelling of tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiramisu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's literally spelt it. That's fucking hell. That's good.
That's quality, isn't it? That's so good.
So when people tell me she can't do things, I'm like, listen,
Yeah.
we need to focus on the things she is doing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Because she's got a lot of things that she's doing really well. So
Yeah.
it's good. But yeah.
How did you guys deal with it? So once you'd accepted it, was there like this? Was there a grieving? We say grieving because
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
kids aren't dead, but there's just this feeling, isn't there? And it's hard to explain.
It's almost like you picture. You almost have this image in your head of what you think having kids is going to be like.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, and then your kids have all these additional needs, and it's like you love them exactly how they are. You wouldn't change them for the world.
No.
But you do have to accept that it's going to take a lot more energy and time, to give them the things that they need. I don't know if it's a grieving process. I don't know. It's similar to that.
It's for lack of a better word.
Yeah,
really, isn't it?
I know what you mean. It's almost just accepting that they're going to need additional help. And I think for me, it was almost like when they sort of went into school and they started telling us all the things they weren't doing, and when they was in sort of like nursery and reception, the amount of times they would call us and say, you need to come and get them. We don't think they're being themselves. I think they just didn't want to deal with them sometimes. And maybe they were, showing signs of that, but I don't know.
No.
But we used to think sometimes like they're just calling us too much for them to constantly be ill. And I know my kids are hard work, and I know that they don't, listen to the things that sometimes maybe they want them to do, but it's not their fault either.
No.
So it's like
that's that difficulty between a specialist and a mainstream school, isn't it?
they don't understand, do they?
They don't understand. Like a specialist setting might not be suitable for your girls.
Yeah.
Which probably isn't, because they seem like they're in a good spot.
Yeah.
But it's that the understanding from the professionals that are with them.
Yeah.
That's kind of lacking. So
it's a knowledge-based thing as well, isn't it?
It's not necessarily empathy.
Let's be honest. You mentioned at the start of the conversation the possibility of £4,000 for two girls for a month.
Yeah.
And traditionally in most nursery settings, the vast majority of the staff that are looking after the kids on a day-to-day basis, they're not above minimum wage.
No,
that's
and then you're
problem.
asking them to be experts in communication, anything linked with autism, AD, all this sort of stuff, just become basically a SEN expert.
Yeah.
And that's impossible, isn't it? That's completely impossible when they're also looking after a number of other children that are causing absolute chaos in these settings. So that's understandable.
That was our experience as well. It was like it's not that the staff didn't want to learn or they didn't want to do the things that they needed to do. They just didn't have the training.
No. Yeah.
And I think as we sort of went through the years at school, when they got into year one, we started to notice them doing more training with the staff to sort of make them aware of kids that had autism and maybe ADHD and other additional needs in the school. Where the school is like a one form school, so there's only 1 year group in each year.
Yeah.
That's why we've kept them there really, rather than go to like a special school.
Yeah.
They do something brilliant where they have like when you get to year 6, they try and give the kids extra responsibilities, so they become like key workers, if you like, with the kids. So they'll mix the older kids with the younger kids, and they can act as like role models.
That's
so
cool.
It's like your kids can sort of like model the behaviour of older kids, which is quite nice. I thought.
like that.
Yeah, so that was quite good. But yeah, it's just been like a massive learning curve, I think. I always like say to Hannah, with the school, you've got to give them the benefit of the doubt a little bit. Like I know that it'd be nice if maybe we didn't have some of the issues that we had, but they've worked with us throughout the whole time that they've been there, and they've shown that they want to have the girls there.
No, that's really good though, isn't it?
I think so.
That's really good.
So yeah, we are happy with the school, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, there's times when you go have your ups and downs, and
But that happens with like neurotypical kids. We stepson Will, he's 15 now. He's going to be entering year 11 next year. you get it in neurotypical kids.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
sometimes the teachers are great. Sometimes the teachers drop the ball.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be him. But it's no different, is it?
No.
You can't just say, oh, because my kid's neurotypical, every teacher's amazing and everything else like that. But
I think that's the thing with like year one. They had such a brilliant teacher. The TA was amazing. Like I said to them, like, you've got the blueprint for like helping kids that have autism, because the progress they've made in that year was like far more than what I would expect them to make. So now they're going into year two, and it's like they haven't got the same teacher, they haven't got the same TA.
Yeah.
It's all these uncertainties.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a worry at first.
Yeah.
But
they've set the bar quite high, haven't they?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But the new teacher they've got, she's got loads of SEN experience.
Oh,
so
wow.
you just have to just go, okay, look, the head teacher's put her there for a reason.
yeah,
He knows what the need is in the class.
Yeah.
So he's not going to put her there unless he thinks that she's the best person for that role.
Yeah.
You just have to wait and see, you know, give them the benefit of the doubt and just see what happens. I'm sure, you know, we'll like catch up at some point next year, see how the girls are doing. And yeah, I think it'd be all right. I try and be positive rather than be negative. You know?
100%.
I try and focus on you know, the good things.
Being negative doesn't make things any better.
No, exactly.
So you may as well be an optimist. What's your support network like? Family?
So this is it. So we moved to Maidstone. So when we had the girls, we lived in Bromley, and we had Hannah's mum probably 20 minutes away on a bus. So in those first 6 months when the girls were born, like, I know like you've like had troubles with like sleep deprivation yourself or sleep, right? For us, that was like the biggest thing.
yeah,
So our girls were never in sync. So like when they would feed, it was like one would feed and then the other would feed. We couldn't feed them together because one would be asleep and they just wouldn't take the bottle. So literally it was a case of feed one, she goes to sleep, feed the other, put her to sleep. And me and Hannah were literally like tagging each other in and out.
yeah,
Didn't talk to each other.
Yeah.
We literally just gave her, she calls it the Meadow Report, right? So what's happened during the night? And I'll tell her like what's kind of gone on. And then she would do the same for me when I got back from work the next day. And that's literally what it was like. But yeah, when we was basically living in like a second bedroom, like apartment, we're carrying like, you know, 2 car seats up and down the stairs all the time, like carrying shopping upstairs. So like we kind of outgrew that place quite quickly because we didn't think we were going to have twins when we first moved in.
Yeah.
So then we had to move to Maidstone because, to be fair, that's like probably 30-40 minute drive from there, and it's the only place we could afford. So then obviously we lost our support network in her mum because her mum doesn't drive, so we're kind of on our own a little bit.
Right.
Haven't really got any friends in Maidstone. So yeah, it was just us.
wow,
So literally it was just like a case of like, this is the way it is, regardless of what it is. We just have to get on and do it.
there's no option, is there?
No. So like, luckily for her, she continued to work from home. We then had Nova. So we had 3 kids under 4 at one point, and she's working from home, looking after the kids. Like, honestly, she's amazing.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman deserves that dressing gown.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, we haven't really had a support network. We have gone out a couple of times. Like, I know her sister would say to us, like, if you want to go out, you know, we should come around and have the girls for us so we can go out.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys are the same, but I'd always feel bad. I wouldn't want to be out like all night. I would want to just go out for the meal, have a drink, come back, because I'd worry about the kids and I'd want to make sure they was all right. And even though like they would never wake up once they went down, they'd always sleep like through, pretty much. It doesn't stop you worrying about them, and it doesn't, you know, I don't want to put. It's almost like we've accepted what our girls' needs are, and we get on with it, right?
Yeah,
we know what it's like.
We're a bit like that. Like we'll go, like, oh yeah, dump him here. Let's go out for a meal, and we go out and we sit there and we have the meal, and we've probably been there 45 minutes in total, and then we're going, should we go back?
Yeah,
And we get in the car and we drive back.
yeah, that's what we do.
It's just like super keen, and then it's like, oh.
Yeah,
But then if it's like a wedding or something, like, yeah. Mate, I'm on it.
I think weddings are different, aren't they?
It's difficult. You can't get on it now, can't you? If you know
Getting
you're
on
coming
it, yeah.
back
The
No,
next
no,
day,
no,
the
no,
next
this,
day's a
no.
write-off. Like,
Definitely not.
You can't do it, but yeah, the support network thing is a hard thing. It's
Yeah.
a hard thing when
Yeah.
you find out that all the things you were doing previously when you were carefree.
yeah,
I know you say that before kids come along anyway. You can go out and just.
yeah. But it is different.
It's very much different when they've got autism.
Yeah,
I think it's like, for us, it's been hard, but like you say, you just get on with it and you do it. And I think in some ways, you know, like where I said, like we've accepted what our girls' needs are. I think that'd be quite difficult for someone that hasn't got like autistic kids to sort of deal with those needs and understand them.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like I almost like don't want to put that on anyone. Because it's like I deal with it and
I've accepted it. I'm all right with it.
Yeah, I'm all right with it.
You don't have to be all right with it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put it on you.
Yeah, it's like I know that's going to be challenging for you.
Yeah.
And I know I've got 3 kids at home to look out.
It's the thought that your kid is then like a burden on someone as well.
Right,
I'd always feel like I don't want you to have any negative feelings towards my kid. It was less that I don't want you to feel shit.
Yeah.
I don't want any subconscious negativity coming from you to my kid, because I love my kid. And I know he's a bit different. I love him, and I don't want you to have any negative thoughts about my kid because I wanted to go and have a beer or wanted to go out for a meal. It was always this like.
So I don't know if you do the same as us, but that's why we would put the girls to bed and we wouldn't leave the house until they're asleep.
Right.
Because then it's a case of like, we'll give them some money for takeaway, sit in front of Netflix or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
We can go out with peace of mind that they're not going to wake up.
Yeah.
You know, we can just enjoy that evening, however long it is, 45 minutes, an hour.
Yeah.
Come back.
And the routine hasn't changed for them either.
The routine hasn't changed, which is the most
important thing. As far as they're
thing.
concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like with Isla, it's not until recently we've sort of realised how, you know, you were saying about like warning them what's next.
Yeah.
Isla needs that massively at the minute. So like at the minute she's saying to us, like where we're staying at Green Acres, she'll say, Daddy, beach, lunch, home. And she like lays out what the routine is, and then we repeat back to her, yeah, that's right, yeah, that's what we're going to do. And she's like taking more of like a understanding of what's going on, and she always repeats back to us what that routine is. And when we started doing that with her, she doesn't have the meltdowns and she doesn't stim, and she's a lot more comfortable.
It's weird. I always remember thinking the meltdowns were like kind of just sporadic and random.
Yeah.
And it was very much like that. When I was like, this is almost all expectations.
Yeah.
When he has even if it's the expectations of doing shit he doesn't want to do, as long as he knows he's doing that thing he doesn't want to do, he accepts it a lot easier. The meltdowns weren't about the thing. They were about not knowing the thing was coming.
That's it, yeah.
And all of a sudden we'd throw it in front of him and he'd be like, you didn't tell me. And it's like, because we couldn't.
Yeah.
We didn't know how to tell you. But yeah, the communication has massively reduced the meltdowns.
So like another thing for us as well is like when we pick up Lily and Isla from school, we walk around the corner to where Nova's school is. So we have to walk round to the left. We go the same way every day. If we're running late and we go right, because that way's maybe like a couple of minutes quicker, she freaks out.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to go right. She always wants to go left. So we have to literally chuck her on my back and I have to run and we have to go left because that's her routine and that's what she's used to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think she massively needs that.
Routine thing just plays such a big part, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still just trying to get my head around how routines are so instrumental into their lives. And
when they're so little, like Thomas was having meltdowns like as a baby because we were
when they were little,
turning left at a roundabout when he thought we were going right.
Like, like almost like a code breaker trying to work out what's causing.
Oh
this.
yeah, because you've got.
You're just like, what is it? Is it this? Is it this?
We used to get to the roundabouts, and when we'd like be cringing, like gritting our teeth, and we'd be looking in the rearview mirror, and she'd be going, "What's he doing? What's he doing?" And he's like, "He's just looking around. He's looking around." And I'm like, "Oh no, he's okay. He's all right. Cool." He was a baby. He was a baby, and we were like shitting ourselves that we were going to create a meltdown.
Somebody's so little.
Yeah, and
such a big impact.
Like looking at I'm driving around, looking in the rearview mirror, and going, "I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Yeah, he's fine. Okay, okay, he's fine." Yeah. And then you get to the next roundabout and you do the same again until you get to your destination. It's absolutely mental. Yeah. It's actually impressive how much attention they pay to what's going on around them when they're so little.
But do you not think like what a difference it makes when you do have that routine compared to not following it? It's like you have basically a different kid.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. And the day can be wiped out. Yeah. If early on in the day you cause.
So how are you girls finding the summer holidays then?
Oh mate, they love it.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they've had week 1, they've had a holiday.
Yeah.
Second week, we've now come here. They're going to have a couple of weeks at home when we get back. But again, that's another part of the routine they're not used to. So it chucks them out of their routine.
Yeah,
so for them to suddenly be at home,
that's,
again, it's just reaffirming, like what that plan is for the day. So we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We try to like take them out, whether that's like going to the supermarket or take them to the park. And again, just keeping them busy and keeping them out because when we don't do that, they don't sleep.
No.
And I think, since, been in summer, Isla's been up till like 10, half 10. Normally she'll go to bed at 7. So for her, that's like a big difference.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how dark I make her bedroom.
Yeah.
If we've got those, like the blackout blinds and everything else, she just pulls them down, curtains, pulls them open. Yeah, she's not silly. Like she knows it's not nighttime yet. So, she just won't go to sleep. So, yeah, the more we can sort of like knacker her out,
Yeah.
That's why since we've been here, I've been like running on the beach with her, that kind of thing. Mate, she's gone straight to bed when she's got home. So
sea air helps as well.
Sea air,
Doesn't it?
yeah. Just keep them busy, like tire them out. I don't know, when we were younger, I think, like, I don't know about you two, but like I used to be outside playing all the time. Like, I'd be out until like the light, street lights would come on. I'd just be playing football or basketball, whatever it was, just literally out all day.
Out on your bikes, and you just roll back in.
Bikes as well, yeah. And it's like my kids don't really do that because they kind of go to school, then they come home. We might run some errands and do bits and pieces, but they're not getting that level of like exertion, if you like, that maybe we were having.
Typical kids aren't. I mean, like we used to, what it's like when you used to go out and you'd go knock on the door of your friend's house and they wouldn't be there, and you'd get on your bike and you'd just go to all the places you think they might be. Yeah. Because I couldn't pick up a phone, and I would just go to everywhere, and eventually you'd find them in the last place. And you'd have to go home in half an hour. It's just different levels now. Like, it's just, I say to my lad, do you want to go out and spend time with your mates? And he'd be like, all my mates are on the computer. Like, there's no one out there. Yeah.
We're chatting. No, we used to go out, just be on the bikes, and you'd wander around, get up to mischief. Find a dead mole, knock
door bunk.
That's it. All those sort of things.
Knock door bunk, or
deliberately play football against somebody's wall. You would come out.
They used to hate that, didn't they?
Grand National on old ladies' hedges on the front of the bungalows. Just random shit. Just getting up and just character building, wasn't it?
Just like kicking a ball outside your house, and there's like cars parked either side, and there's always that neighbour that's like peering through the curtains to make sure that you haven't kicked it at his car.
It's weird. Just a different world, isn't it? So you're at Greenacre. Greenacres is amazing, by the way. Anyone that hasn't been, Portmatic, Greenacres, it's meant. The beach is awesome. If you've got dogs, I think if you go up there, if you go right or left, one of the beaches, you can just let your dogs off. It's amazing. Yeah. So you're going back there.
I'll go back there later today. Yeah.
And when are you going back?
We're going back on Monday.
Oh, okay.
So we've got like a fair few days left.
Oh, mate.
How long is the drive back to Maidstone?
I want to say 5.5 hours, but that doesn't include stopping. So if I stop, it's probably 7 hours.
Yeah. And the girls are okay in the
This
car?
is another thing in the car. Yeah. So the girls are pretty good in the car.
Lydia's pretty good in the car. Like, we'll stick her in the car, and it's like she just calms down.
Yeah, Thomas
like, looks out the window, happy.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing with the car is like sometimes Lily gets travel sickness, which Hannah has as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, of all the genes you could have given her, why did you give her that one? It's like
I can cope with the autism.
Yeah. The autism's
travel
fine.
Sickness,
travel sickness. That's where we draw the line.
Yeah. How dare you? I need a support group. Maybe start a podcast
about car sickness.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're good as gold. I think you mentioned about flying.
Yeah.
Did you mention about flying?
Yeah, it scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, we haven't taken. Well, you've not taken Thomas.
It was brilliant, mate. Actually, on the when Chris was talking about it on the last podcast, the camera cuts to you, and Mish was like, "Oh, did you see Andy's face then?" Because he was explaining like how it was a 4-hour trip and this, that, and the other, and apparently you were just like, "Oh shit." She was like, "Oh, Andy had a look of dread on his face then."
It's generally my face when information comes to me at the moment. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, how am I going to get through this? And I can't even get through it by having a couple of Keo beers on the plane or anything like that.
No, I know.
Do you know all I would say? Like, what worked for us was the sensory packs that we made them. So we give them like a little backpack. We put like Lilo and Stitch on it because that's their favourite cartoon at the minute. We just had all these like sensory toys. Yeah. I don't know if you do bucket time with.
No. You've mentioned.
What's this?
You've mentioned that, but yeah, it's good.
Mate, bucket time is a game changer, right? So basically, like when we had the speech and language, she would get all these like fidget toys. Yeah. The twisty ones. Any toy that's got like bright lights on it. Loads of like random stuff like that. She puts it all in a bucket, and then you sing a song, right? So we sing this song where we go, "What's in the bucket? Shall we see? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3." Right? Kids love it, right? They sing along, and it's brilliant, right? Then she'll pull out one toy from the bucket, and the kids are not allowed to touch the toy. And she puts it on top of the bucket, and she'll twist it up, and then it'll jump. So let's say that's like a monkey jumping. Yeah. The speech therapist is like, "Look, monkey is jumping." And it's like getting the kids to sort of like recognise what's going on in the toy. Right. And she'll do that a couple of times, and she'll put it away. She'll get another one out. And the kids like desperately want to touch the toy, and they want to play with it, but you're not allowed to let them touch it. Like literally the person.
So you hold them back.
You hold them back. Yeah. You have to keep reminding them to sit down. It's trying to like extend that concentration time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, sounds like an absolute fucking nightmare.
In the beginginlike it's fucking chaos. Yeah. Because none of my kids sit on the little cushions that we put on the floor. We just like, let's sit down. Nova, sit down. But yeah, after a while, you persist with it. You keep doing it. You always make sure like you freshen up the bucket a little bit, have new toys in it.
Yeah, a bit of novelty there. Yeah.
Yeah. And they have, obviously the kids have their favourites, so we always used to leave those till last.
Yeah.
Kids love it. And it literally, we would start with like a minute. Kids will get up, walk away, not interested, right? And we'd gradually extend it, like, you know, minute by minute, to the point where we could do 20 minutes.
Wow.
And then once you've done the bucket time, you can do like an activity. So like we would get things like glitter, paint, and we would get these like stencil things that maybe that they're like a dinosaur or whatever it might be. And it's just trying to get that concentration time from like nothing, which is where they were once upon a time, to like sitting for like 20 to 30 minutes. So that when they go into like year 2 and they're asked to sit at like the desk and stuff like that, they're more likely to do it as opposed to not doing it at all.
Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I'll have to send you some links of all the like, little toys to put in there and things to buy. But kids absolutely love it.
We might share it on the
that's a really good
page,
idea.
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
That was one of the things that worked really good for us. I'm trying to think what else we did. We did loads of things. I think like any parent, you try everything, don't you, at some point?
100%.
Bucket time was the main one. I think that was the one, really.
Bucket time.
Sounds good.
How long's it been?
I don't know.
Nearly an hour.
No way.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the marathon?
Go on then.
I think we talk about the marathon.
Are you ready?
Nope.
What's Strava saying?
Strava says well done every time you do anything. So like Strava's overly kind. You woke up today. Well done.
My Strava's saying reset your password because I've not logged in. I will do some training.
But again, do you know what? This is something else people take for granted. It's finding that time.
It's hard.
To squeeze it in.
It is like you get up early. You deal with everything in the morning, you go to work, you come home, and then obviously you're dealing with everything.
Yeah.
Then you need to cook tea, you need to get the little one to sleep, by which time you're absolutely knackered. And then the thought of going, I'm just going to put my shoes on and go out for a 10K.
Yeah.
Be back soon.
Yeah.
Without the like, oh yeah, I've got back now, I'll have a quick shower, go to bed, and then 45 minutes later you could be up again. So, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
We'll have to make it work because we've signed up for it now. We've
committed
to raising so much money.
And it's a full marathon, not a measly half marathon like what we did in Paris,
it's not amateur time. We're pros now.
Yeah.
But the good news is you've got lots of time, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got a lot of time.
You've got a lot of time to sort of train and get ready.
But I am really looking forward to it, like doing it in the UK, like doing it in London, and like feel really lucky that we got in.
Yeah,
very lucky.
Me too, because I think it was touch and go, wasn't it, at one point?
Oh, mate, we were like,
I think you got in first.
Yes. Then you got in, didn't you?
Yeah. Then it was myself.
You got in short. I mean, she rang me and then she rang you, didn't she?
Yeah. But do you remember that he pretended that he didn't get in? Do you remember?
Wanker. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Don't forget about that.
Yeah. That was good, mate. You were very convincing. You did very well.
That was very convincing.
You did very well. And I remember I was like, by the time you'd admitted it, I hadn't gone back in. So I'm just driving around all pissy because I'm thinking, fucking, why the fuck didn't he get in? And I did, and Sean's in, and this is shit. Then I go back in after, and I'm like, "Oh, the bastard!" Like you two, you'd already acknowledged the fact that he was lying.
We got in. We're gonna be raising some money for Ambitious About Autism.
Yeah.
So
same charity we did the half marathon.
Absolutely spot on. And they're doing some outstanding work for autistic kids and
when they go into adulthood as well.
And when they go into adulthood and spreading the awareness of how businesses can accommodate these children that are capable of working.
For a lot of parents, and I've kind of said this before, it's that when they leave school and they do get into adulthood, that's when a lot of parents then start to worry because that's when the support
This is why you need to. This charity is so good. Like,
exactly.
Obviously, there's National Autistic Society, which is the behemoth.
Yeah, the beast.
The beast, which is doing outstanding work, but these guys are like the little cousin.
Yeah. The sidekick.
And they're doing some really, really great stuff out there at the moment.
Yeah, so we're doing it for them. I can't wait. I'm really excited. The atmosphere for the half marathon was mint, so I imagine this is going to be something else.
Yeah.
You've not done a marathon
So I've never
before,
done anything like that before. No. So I've done a 10K, and I've done a rough runner. Have you ever done one of those? We do the obstacles in between.
Is that like mud runner?
Mud runner, pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. So I think 10K is probably
Tough Mudder. Tough Mudder.
Yeah. So that's probably the most I've done.
Yeah.
So I've never done half marathon or anything like that. So complete newbie.
complete noob.
But I got you guys. So
It's
I'll be
funny
fine.
because, like, for a noob, you're the one that's like super, like.
Maybe he's not as like negative and cynical as us because you haven't experienced.
Oh, maybe it
the
is that.
pain,
Maybe it's a
and we're going,
subconscious thing.
Oh,
Like,
we're like our memories kicking
that
in, going, "That's
twice.
awful."
Like we
Yeah.
couldn't walk.
Yeah, my toenails only just healed.
Oh yeah, you have blood in your sock and everything. Mate.
Yeah.
Oh, did you know you have to wear like the nipple stickers?
I'm just gonna get mine
you seen
pierced.
Pierced.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my nipples pierced.
Someone told me
definitely
that your nipples bleed.
I'm definitely
If you don't
wearing
put the
plasters on my
plasters
nipples.
on.
I did. I
Yeah.
did for the half marathon.
You did?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's
100%
a
I do.
true
When you
thing.
take your shirt off,
I
and
don't-
there's like a little bit of blood there.
I don't
isn't
want
it?
anything.
No.
If anything's going to slow me down, I don't want it to be sore nipples. If anything's going to affect my time, I don't want it to be because I didn't want to put plasters on my nipples.
Oh man, could you imagine? Could you imagine?
I
But
couldn't
yeah,
do it. Why? Nipples got sore.
I think there's a lot of research we still need to do on what to wear, but no, it's good. Like the three of us do it. I know there's a few other
There's
there's
a
few other
others,
parents that have kind of come forward saying they're running it, whether it's
Yeah.
for Ambitious About Autism or some
Yeah,
other charities that are close to their hearts.
It'd be good to all get together.
It'd be great. It'd be great to have a little group before we start and just
Yeah.
keep each other motivated.
Yeah.
And at the end, if we can all just meet up and sink a beer somewhere in London,
100%.
pay £9 for a Guinness, something
Yeah.
like that. That'd be
It
great.
was horrendous after the art. Like we couldn't walk.
Are you going to stay down the night of the marathon, or are you going to go back?
I've no idea actually. I haven't thought that far
I
ahead.
don't know.
I think you need to book somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you can just chill.
Yeah, I mean,
The thought of having to navigate the stairs to catch a tube straight afterwards.
well, that's the other thing as well. Is like people have been saying, "Oh, that'd be great." You know, Mission Thomas could be there to like.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Thomas would hack
Yeah. This is it. So
hack,
yeah.
hack the
Yeah,
whole. You know
like-
what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
I think like Selena
I'd
wants
love
to come
my-
down.
Yeah.
Will
I'd love
wants
Thomas to
come
be
down,
there when I
yeah.
cross the finish line. I'm not sure he'll be
Yeah.
able to hack it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to like pick Lydia up at the end and just run with her or anything like that.
No.
I think it might be
Yeah.
too much for.
Yeah.
I think the only way you can maybe do it is time it so you're in communication all
Yeah.
the way as you're going round,
Yeah.
and they meet you there right at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only way.
Maybe
but-
then you can have that special moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, having the kids wait there for hours on end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but
that's
then
it.
trying to push an autistic kid to the front of all these screaming people might
Yeah.
not be the
Yeah, that ain't happening.
best thing to do.
But no,
but-
it's going to be good. I'm really excited. Looking
Yeah.
forward to it. Never done it before, but I know you've both done the half,
Yeah.
so I'm sure we're going to be
This
fine.
is gonna be something else, mate. I'm
Doing
really
it for a great charity, aren't we?
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
let's raise loads of money.
Do people
and,
like dress up as chickens and stuff for a full marathon? Like,
Well, this is it. So like, did you see that thing I posted the other day?
no.
So there was someone that was running it might have been the Paris Marathon, and he got overtook by a chicken. Right. So one of the things that I want to say
That
now,
sucks.
we're not getting overtaken by any farm animals or
No.
anything like that.
Oh,
It's
just farm animals.
Just farm animals.
Okay, cool. Anyone else can overtake us?
There's another dad who's in the group. He's contacted us. And I think he is a fireman, and he said
Oh, he is.
he's been okayed or he's going to be running it in his fireman's gear.
No way.
Nah.
That can't be fun.
Nah.
He'll get loads of attention though, won't
He
he?
will get
Yeah.
loads of attention,
Yeah.
and he will probably beat us.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But fair play.
We went a little bit over it. What did we say we were going to do it in? The half marathon, we were like, oh, hour and 45. Didn't we?
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like, oh, hour and 45. Because it was like, it seemed like it was middle of the pack. Yeah, hour and 45.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's when everyone else turned up looking like absolute pros.
Yeah, yeah. And the hour 45 guy, because there's one at the front and there's one at the back.
Oh,
So
okay.
that you know where your pack is.
Okay.
So the first hour 45 guy ran past me and I was like, shit, all right, I'll try and keep up. I was like, oh, this ain't happening. And then the second one passed me and I was like, right, that's me out of that group.
That's 2 hours then.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah,
okay.
Let's try and
easily.
stay in that group.
But-
Easily done, yeah.
Right, mate, last bit, good and bad. I've-
Um,
Have you had a good week, a shit week? Like, have you had anything that's outstanding that's happened that's to your mind?
I would just say, do I get two because I got twins?
Pick whatever you like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I would say with Lily, nothing bad. Can't think of anything bad.
Good.
But like the back and forth conversation with Lily,
Yeah.
like, she's extending her sentences a lot more. I feel like I'm having like, deeper and longer conversations with her.
Yeah.
Since she's come away here, like the last week or so, she's been just, I don't know, she's come out of her shell a little bit. Yeah, she's loving life. She's on holiday. She's talking lots.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's all we want, just
Yeah.
want to be able to have those conversations with our kids.
Yeah.
That once upon a time, we didn't think we were going to have. I would say with Isla, probably the same. Like Isla's gone from saying maybe 2 words, 3 words. Now she's like showing like she's more engaged in the day, what's going on. She's
Yeah.
telling us what's going on. throughout the day. You know, with the beach, home, dinner, like laying out what that day looks like.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's doing a lot more of that, which is good. She's speaking a lot more, which is good. I can't think of anything bad for either of them. Really.
No,
Mate, that's awesome.
They've been good. Yeah, it's just like their
That's
speech
awesome.
really. I think the speech for us is like so important because we remember what it was like when they weren't speaking.
Yeah.
So like, even though there may be, like you have a conversation with them, and they, like Lily, for example, can say to me, "I want to do this because," and then she'll like tell me, why she wants to do something. Like, I didn't think she'd ever be able to do that.
Yeah, like
once upon a time. Yeah.
To add the because the why to the end of that, it's not actually needed as far as the conversation, is it?
No.
But she wants to.
Yeah, so she started to do
cool.
that, which is like mega for her. And yeah, Isla's sort of on her way. She's doing the same sort of thing.
Cool, man.
So yeah, man, we're all good, I think.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Andy?
I think bad. There was a bad this week. We took Lydia to one of her favourite places, the splash park, in the quarry in Shrewsbury, because she
Is
loves
that the bit
water.
behind the bit behind the park?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Near the swim baths.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she water mad, loves running through it. All the squirts of water come out, all these fountains. We thought, we'll take her there on Sunday. It'd be a nice thing to do. And we went about 3:00, and it's the first time we've taken her there, and she was apprehensive because there were so many kids running around and just like doing what kids do, having a great time, enjoying themselves. They were very loud. Yeah. Where in the past she'd go there, she'd be like chomping at the bit, to get in there and just get into the water. This time she just stayed around the edge, and it was so sad to see that she was excited to be there, and then the apprehension and the trepidation because there were so many other kids that she just walked around the edge of the whole thing and just kept doing that again and again. And I tried to encourage her in, and she just like going for a tiny bit, and then she'd be straight back out. And then what made it worse was she then she made her mind up. She walked to the gate to leave.
Oh.
So it's like, this is supposed to be your happy place. Now it's like, we can't. We're gonna have to try again.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be those things where it shuts at like 6:00 at a weekend.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? Try and go there at 5:00 and
Yeah.
when it's quiet. So that was a bit of a sad one.
That is sad.
But is it one of these things as she gets older? We're gonna start noticing now this kind of thing about busy places.
Yeah.
Good thing, sleep's starting to improve a little bit. Yesterday she slept from 8:30 in the evening to 5:30.
Oh wow.
So that's a big one. So we're getting a few more nights like that. It's not consistent,
No.
but we're getting more noticeable nights where she is doing that. So that's
awesome for
it's
you guys as well. Obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the night before she woke up at 1 and then go back to bed till 5 in the morning. But we're noticing a few more lights.
I was going to say, sorry, anything you changed?
Literally nothing.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I asked that as well. And
we've kept sleep diaries, and we've kind of analysed it, cross-analysed it, and it's just like there's no pattern to it at all. It's just. Yeah, we think sometimes we'll take her out, we'll tire her out, like you said before.
Yeah,
we'll get her absolutely knackered.
Yeah,
and you think, she'll sleep straight through. She's got it. Yeah. And then like 3 hours later, she's up again, just bouncing. So yeah.
You like we've said, haven't we? Like it's the randomness that actually makes it
thing. If you
so
knew
difficult.
there was a pattern,
even if the pattern had a shit result, at least you'd know what to expect. But
have you tried melatonin?
Oh, we're on it.
You've done it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it has an effect sometimes and then doesn't have an effect.
Yeah, that was the weird one. I remember you saying about that.
Yeah. So
That's mad, that,
2 milligrams at the moment. So it's like sometimes she'll just drop off, and then other times, nothing. So you won't even fall asleep, and she's had it. So
so sometimes she won't fall asleep.
Yeah, like she had it the other night. Everything's turned off, and 2.5 hours later she's still awake. So.
God, she's an animal, isn't she? Like she's an absolute animal.
Beast.
Fair play,
she's an absolute beast. Yeah,
fair play.
I just hope she can
that
communicate
melatonin you give me. That melatonin ain't touching the sides tonight, guys.
Not
sorry,
not today. Oh well, I don't know what else we can try. Really, we'll have to move on to alcohol or something.
Just get her pissed.
Just get her absolutely hammered. What's the worst that can happen? How about yourself?
Oh, no bad. Nothing bad. The good is this spelling thing, because it's all happened again with Thomas. If he learns a concept, that very quickly then just branches out into so that thing with misspelling car. Do you remember on the card he pointed to the picture of the car and then to the word car, and we were like, he knows the word car. well, that's why she tried that. She was like, I'm going to spell it out. And he was like looking at it. And it was on the video, wasn't it? He was looking at it and it was not really sinking in, or at least we didn't think it was sinking in. This is why I have to keep remembering that just because we don't get an immediate result, don't think that internally the cogs aren't.
Yeah.
Because that was kind of forgotten about, that we tried that until he spelt it out. We caught it on the CCTV, spelt it out, got excited and dragged it over. Well, now he's spelling. We got a whiteboard downstairs. This was like, okay, the impetus to go, right, whiteboard, loads of magnetic letters, make them all available. And he's been like spelling slide because he wants the slide outside.
Wow.
Van because he wanted me to take him in the van instead of the car.
It's like a snowball effect, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like as soon as something happens, it goes, right, bloody hell.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah,
and then
it
it
is.
just goes bang, bang, bang. And
Exactly.
then the next thing is
These letters have been messing with all this time. I can do this with these. The other Mish said.
now I'm the captain. He's
Yeah,
telling you what to do.
Yeah, exactly. Mish said the other day, Thomas, do you want a bath? And he was like, yeah, I'll have a bath. And he was on his way up to go and have a bath. And he came back down the stairs and just went, fuck it, I'm going to spell it. And he just put B-A-T-H. And went, like, got all stimmy. And he was like, he didn't need to do that to communicate. Similar to what we were talking about before. He just did it because he was like, I'm going to spell it, screw it. And he just spelt it. And then, and that's where, like, he's non-verbal and he probably won't ever be, I don't think. But again, I don't care.
He's communicating,
Communicate, however you want to communicate, fine. As long as people can, help you out.
Like, there's another month before the school year starts again, isn't there?
Yeah.
And then it's back into wow.
Yeah. And we're hoping this is going to help him get some kind of an AAC device, because if we can now go, because that's what they're waiting for. They're trying to.
There's a comprehension that it will work. It's worth the investment.
Exactly that, and that's what speech and language are doing. They're like, the speech and language therapist knows he can do it, but to get the funding, she needs to prove it.
Yeah.
So that's all she's waiting for. So we're hoping that we can go, look what he's doing. Do this with him, tick some boxes, and hopefully, he can get one. So really good. It's just another, in his head where he's just gone ding, and it's so easy early on to write your kids off and think they're not going to do this, they're not going to do that.
Sometimes where they don't speak, you forget they're always listening.
Yeah,
we've seen it. How many autistic adults have said?
They knew what was.
They've done a Q&A with them and say, what was it like when you were a child? And they're like, well, before I could verbally speak and communicate, I understood everything you guys were saying. You little fuckers. Talking about me like that. They would say, like, my comprehension was there. It was getting.
Do you know what someone said to me once as well? They said they was autistic, and they said they didn't realise when they were little that people couldn't hear their thoughts. So they would. They would think all these things.
Theory of mind.
Theory
of mind. So there's this assumption. So when they'd be having meltdowns, this early bird course taught us this. Exactly that. That
mad, isn't it?
That they don't know our minds are separate. So when they kick off, it's almost like, you knew I didn't want to go this way. And it's like, no, I didn't. Like, why not?
You're listening.
You should know what I'm thinking.
It's that connection between the thought process and engaging this to communicate. And that's where we're trying to make these strides.
You can understand a meltdown when they think you know what they're thinking.
If I thought I was going around telling people what I wanted and what I needed, and everyone was just ignoring me.
Why are you not listening to me?
Why aren't you reading my mind? But right, mate. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
It was awesome coming up, man, because it was a little bit last.
It was a little bit last minute.
We were talking about getting
you've driven 2 hours to be here.
Do you know what? I can't drive all this way, and you're 2 hours away, and I can't pop in
appreciate
and see you.
it.
So
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Lovely to finally meet you both, and
mate, and
can't
you,
wait
buddy.
to do the marathon.
Mate. I can wait to do the marathon. No, honestly, it's going to be fun. The atmosphere is going to be amazing. If it's anywhere close to what Paris was like, it'll be mint. Right, that's it then.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much, guys, and
Thank you very much.
we'll talk to you guys next week.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.